Welcome back, YouTube. PPS here, YouTube Play of the Daytime. Happy Halloween. We're coming at you guys for a YouTube Play of the Day spot. Let's just get right on into it. I want to make sure we get this spot out. I think it's going to move quite a bit. At least one of these legs is. So recapping, Cade Cunningham did miss. Was our second play of the NBA season. Giannis over 11.5 rebounds did hit early on in the year. So we're at 1-1, minus 0.25. Got juice out there. But we're coming at you guys today for another spot. Obviously, last night was brutal for me. That NFL game was heavily reliant on Jacoby Myers, and just was not good. We'll obviously talk about that on Pass the Prop tomorrow, as we will have NBA tomorrow on the show there for the 1st of November. But let's cash in on this Halloween spot. Obviously, yesterday was a sports equinox, so we're not going to have a huge slate. Only 3 games, but I do like this spot on FanDuel today. Kind of combining some spots here. I'll pull it up for you guys. Minus 105, Julius Randle to record 8 rebounds. Kawhi Leonard, 20 points at minus 105. Let's start with Julius Randle. Julius Randle obviously has been fantastic to start this season. He's averaging 18 rebounding chances per game, 5.2 average rebounding distance, which is obviously fantastic. Exactly where you want to be. Playing around that 34 to 36 minutes, grabbed double-digit rebounds in every single one of these games. Hasn't been as effective on the offensive end, but that's just because I think quickly he's just taking that step forward. So Randle, being the player that he is trying to impact the game in every other way possible. Has also almost had a triple-double this year with 9 assists, 7 assists, 4 assists so far this year. Really good numbers. I expect this one to be a close game as well. It's going to be mucked up, obviously, with the Cavaliers. Going to be a pretty slow game. So those slower games, I do like the rebounds. Obviously, pretty good defensive efficiencies on both sides. Still no Jared Allen, so that's good, obviously, to negate a guy going to be grabbing those rebounds. I expect to see Mitchell Robinson, I believe, will probably be on Evan Mobley. I would assume they're going to play him at the 5. And we'll go from there. I think that Julius obviously has the opportunity to grab as many rebounds as possible. He's playing more minutes than Robinson. Robinson, obviously, the other guy I'm really worried about for rebounds. But, he's the only other guy on the Knicks who has a higher rebounding chance than him, right? 19.7 rebounding chances for Mitchell Robinson. He's only playing 29 minutes. Randle, like I said, 18, and he's playing 34 minutes per game. So I do like Randle quite a bit today, especially in a spot like this. Because even if you look at the rest of their other games, man, their last game against New Orleans, 96-87, 108-104 against Boston. So they have played good defenses. They have played slower teams and still got into this number. So I do really like this spot. Kawhi was the other one I really do want to play here to get these odds where I want them. I looked at a lot of Kevin Durant numbers. Juice to the gills, can't do anything with them. Obviously, Booker's still out, so those numbers are super inflated as well. But I really do like Kawhi tonight. So far this year, 29.7% usage rate. Obviously, him and Paul George doing the majority of the scoring. I understand he hasn't hit 20 in every game, he has hit 20 in every game. So you see a number like that at like that 290, I expect it to be a little bit higher. I think the blowout is also in effect here. Magic playing last night, but they allowed AD and D'Angelo Russell both to go for 20 plus. They allowed Shaedon Sharpe to go for 20 plus in the game prior to that. And I like the rotations here, especially I was thinking maybe blowout, right? If you think about blowout, I kind of like the way Kawhi has his rotations, right? He goes all the way to until about 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left in the first quarter, comes in really early in the second. Paul George plays the entire first quarter and then sits. So he's going to get about that 4 or 5 minute mark where he comes back in. So you're going to get about 3 to 5 minutes where Kawhi does not have Paul George in that second quarter. And that's the same thing to go to the fourth quarter. So we could have that. If it's like a 15-point game, Kawhi will be out there in that fourth quarter to get that little bit of extra run. Paul George will be on the bench. So I think that he can get there. He'll have enough time without PG out there. And there's really nobody else I'm worried about for taking too many shots on this team, right? You look at this team, it's pretty much the the top three guys being ball dominant. You got Russ, Kawhi, and Paul George, but you're starting Zubac, who does not need the ball. He gets the offensive rebound putbacks. Covington in the offensive spots. Norman Powell plays, but he's only playing about 22 to 26 minutes per game. So Kawhi and obviously Paul George are going to be carrying most of the load in this one. Sign me up. Sign me up for some Kawhi. Like I said, 100% hit rate so far this year. And I do like the rotations just in case we do get a little bit out of hand. I think that we still can get Kawhi all the way out there. So looking forward to cashing another one. Obviously, yesterday left a sour taste in my mouth. But we got Julius Randle, 8 rebounds, Kawhi, 20 points at -105. Let's get a bounce back day today. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We will be live tomorrow past the prop for NBA. So make sure you tune into that at 12 Central Time. Have a good one, guys, and best of luck on your Tuesday.